BUCS is back, and it's bigger than ever.
We've got a man in the corner, and it's caught!
Can he hold them off? The roof will be raised in Breaststroke.
Like an enemy in the night, mission impossible for two.
Both teams hungry, desperate to win that title.
Glasses of milk for everyone all around afterwards, I think, and you should be milking every moment, and that's what we're going to introduce. Milk Every Moment, a new campaign to help students understand the benefit of milk on their sporting performance. An affordable, natural, versatile and widely available choice after exercise. Milk provides a whole host of nutrients, vitamins and minerals to help fuel your workouts. A great option if you are on a budget.
What's your favourite recipe to make using milk?
Mac and cheese. I was going to go with strawberry milk. Pancakes.
Yeah, nice.
With that in mind, let's talk about milk, and BUCS being proud to promote the Milk Every Moment campaign.
Milk provides high quality protein which helps support muscle growth and repair, and B vitamins to assist with energy release. A glass of milk is great for refueling and repairing those tired muscles after a physical match.
Good morning and welcome to Ponsforge International Sports Centre for the 2024 BUCS Short Course Championship, part of the BUCS Swim Series, which of course includes the short course, the long course and the team championship. It is a nippy morning outside here in Sheffield, cannot lie. The walk from the hotel, gloves and hat on, but it is blisteringly hot here inside this wonderful venue when we're back for another year of BUCS swimming. Our officials are down by poolside and they are ready. Thank you for joining me. My name's Ewan on the stream for the North Pool, which is going to be the women's competition this morning. And we are going to see, as is traditional here at BUCS, in each event this morning, the fastest 4 heats first, and then later on in the session, we'll have the earlier heats. So, yes, we are going to start first event of the day with heat number 8, and this is the women's 200-metre freestyle. We are not hanging around, we're straight into the action here this morning. So we will pick up some, if you're brand new to BUCS swimming, this is your first year either swimming or supporting, there's a few nuances that we will go through as the morning and the days go on. We're here right until Sunday evening with competition. Absolutely loads to squeeze in. And I hope it's entertaining enough for you to join us for every single minute of every single session. There are 9 sessions in total. Now, in fact, there's 18 because there's also operating right now. On your screen, you can see just a smidge of the South Pool. That will be the men's competition, the heats for this morning. You're joining me, Ewan, on the North Pool, all of our women's heats. So there are 2 streams available on the BUCS YouTube channel. And whilst we're on the topic of channels on YouTube, please do feel free, as always, to drop in messages for teammates, loved ones, colleague, families, etc, etc. If you want to leave a message in the chat, you do need to be logged in to YouTube as a user, not just a viewer. If you're going to leave a message, it really helps me out and us out. My colleague JP is on the South Pool this morning. If you're going to leave a message, just let us know who you're supporting, your message, and also what race they're in. because there are hundreds of heats, and if you let us know which heat they're in or what event they're in, I put a little mark on my start sheet here just to make sure I read out your message at the right time, and not an hour before or an hour after would be even worse. Taking part, let's get back into the pool quickly. Taking part in Heat 1, you've got Libby Gordon for Southampton, Bath teammates Katie Sherlock and Lola Burns. For Aberdeen, Mary Mashenko. For Birmingham, Phoebe Williams-Jones. For Aberdeen, Kaylin Hall. For Bath, Harriet Oxley. For SOAS, Shannara Nabi. For Oxford, Sophie Lawrence. And for Birmingham, Sophie McClure. I'll try and read those out a bit quicker next time, because your winner in Heat 1, Lane 3, Mary Mashenko, a 2:04.12 to kick things off. Now, these are the faster 4 heats again. I can see the stream, the numbers coming in. So we'll always, for every event in heats, we'll have the fastest 4 heats first. So now we're having heats 8, 9, 10, 11. At the end of all our 4 fastest heats in each event, we'll come back and do 1 to 7, or the relevant number in that event. It'll make sense, it does. Thank you, Tom, for saying up the Oxford Brooks. Congratulations, Tom. First message of the weekend. Let's get some conversations going. Heat number 2. Sorry, heat number 9. It's heat number 9. Come on. It's early on a Friday. We've got Molly Fisher, Laura Sharp, Lauren Devine, Charlotte Berry, Evie Davis, Amy Monks, Anna Farrow, Molly McCallum, Kezia Titterton and Abigail Crawley. Entry times starting to dip under 2 minutes. In fact, Evie Davis for Stirling, a 1:57, third fastest entrant of the event. Just sneaking a look through the start sheets. Also, just to bring you up to speed, the events coming up this morning. I believe if you open the information box on the BUCS stream, it'll tell you what's coming up. We've got the women's 200 free, which we're of course in right now. We'll have the 100 back, 100 butterfly, 50 breaststroke, 200 IM, and we've also got 4x50 medley relay. Excellent. Everyone loves a medley relay. Fastest 4 heats, and then we go back to the rest of the earlier heats. The reason we do that is just to give, historically, what you'll generally find is that in the seeded heats, so if you seed heats from 1 to 10, let's say, you have the fastest swimmers in heat number 10, slowest in heat number 1. Generally, all these guys are qualifying to get into the final, the 10 fastest times, okay? What you'll generally find is the 10 fastest times come from within the 40 fastest qualifiers. So having the 4 fastest heats first, it gives those 99% most likely to qualify for the final more time to rest until the finals later on. That's the theory behind it, and it does work too. Amy Monks, 2 minutes, 0.3. New fastest time for the event, so could potentially see Amy Monks into that final. We will not know until all heats are done, of course. And just to point out, just because we have the 4 fastest heats, and that's likely where the qualifiers for the final come from, that is not guaranteed. You can qualify from any heat whatsoever. It's just the most likely scenario is the fastest 4. Busy weekend here in Sheffield. It's also the graduation weekend, which all takes place at Ponds Forge. Oh, we're just seeing that is Molly McCorum just doing an extra 15 metres to go and get a swim cap back, which she lost during that heat. Heat number 3 got from lane 0 at the bottom of your screen: Alicia Massey, Jessica Dixon, Nellie Kinch, Leah Schlosschen, Jemima Hall, Mia Slevin, Elena Morgan, Lucy Fox, Paige van der Westus and Isabel Wood. Now the streams all weekend are going to be totally live, and then you can also come back to watch them later. We know a lot of swimmers and coaches will come back after events to review what happened in their races. Incredibly useful. It's getting so popular, the streaming, across all swimming. I do county, regional, national events. They are all streamed now. It's so important. So this is heat number 10. We'll have one more heat after this one before we go on to our next event. Another 4 entry times, this time sub 2 minutes. It is Jemima Hall of Bath, who's the second fastest qualifier out of all 110 entrants into this event. A 1:56.75. However, 7 of them go sub 60 for the first split. Of course, your second 100 is going to be a bit slower than your first, but it's a good indicator. And from 7 under 60 seconds, just drops to 1 under 90 seconds. Leah Schlossen for Manchester in lane 3. Oh, wow, pretty much neck and neck with Jemima Hall. And in Southern, that's Lucy Fox. In fact, Fox is going to get this one. She does, 2 minutes 76. Odds on a spot in the final for her. Jemima Hall, Leah Schlossen, just have to wait and see. With one more heat to come, should be absolutely fine, but I'm not going to guarantee anything. I will let our timekeepers and officials do all of the official stuff. And now heat number 11. Are we missing lane number 1 here? I can't see a swimmer in lane number 1. No Michaela Glenister by the looks of things. So we do have Natasha Simpson, Hetty Damassa, Laura Stevens, Freya Colbert, Jess Podger, Shannon Stott, Eloise Rathbone-Jones, Ruby Wheeler and Asia Coe. Now, throughout this weekend, you will see plenty of names that you, in the swimming world, should be recognising. The likes in this one of Freya Colbert, 20-year-old from Loughborough. This year, world champion in the long course in Doha, 400-metre medley. Also won a silver in the 4x2 freestyle. And then a couple of years ago in Rome, gold medal in the 4x2 mixed freestyle, silver and bronze in that championship as well. And Commonwealth Games bronze medalist from Birmingham in 2022, which is an event we hope is coming back. Obviously, is it Adelaide, Gold Coast? Unfortunately, couldn't host, so it is, I believe it's going to Glasgow, which is be a shame to lose that competition. It is a starting block on the international stage for so many athletes. So it's the Loughborough teammates, Laura Stevens and Freya Colbert, who are going to lead into the wall, and they're the only two to go sub 2 minutes as well. Congratulations to them. They'll be in lanes 4 and 5 later on this evening. fastest 2 qualifiers. Well, a caveat on that, there's still the southern earlier heats to be completed.
Let's hear the children of freestyle races in both the north and the south. We'll be heading over to the Backstroke races in just a moment. In the South Pool, this is the Open Rail 100 of Backstroke. It's the 8th.
And now we move on to our next event. This is the 100-metre backstroke. We're going to see heats 10, 11, 12 and 13. Kicking things off, it's going to be Hannah O'Mahony in 0 for Manchester Met, Sophie Govan for Oxford in 2, Elizabeth Hunt for St Andrews, Mary Wood for Aberdeen, Molly Nutty for Ulster, Katie Rose for Swansea, Ella Riggle for Bath, Lily Mae Marston for Manchester, Menagi Rupa Singh for Brooks, and Edith or Ailey Armstrong for Edinburgh. We've had some messages come in on the group chat. Thank you very much, Jill and Vic. Vic says, go Hallam. I mean, here in Ponsford today, it is a Hallam hive of activity with the graduation going on. Lots of very fancily dressed boys and girls. And Jill Evans will be supporting Angarad later in the 50 breaststroke. Love seeing the mums and dads on the chat. We're underway in the 100 back. And I tell you what, Jill, I'm sure you're very proud of Angarad. She's the fastest qualifier for the 50 breaststroke. Just having a little look through here. It is the finest of margins in the 50-metre events. When you get to this level of competition, it's hundreds of seconds between potentially first and last in finals or heats. So just 100 metres, 4 lengths of the pool. Molly Nulty, 103.05 is our first heat winner. Representing Ulster, the 20-year-old. She came in with a 103.64. She's taken half a second off that, which is good going. Nice way to start your week. We got Tyler checking in from the US of A. Thank you for joining us. It must, hang on a second. It must be very early AM with you, Tyler. That's some dedication. East or West Coast? I'm guessing East Coast must be 5 AM right now. West must be like 1 AM. 9:45 in Blighty. Right, heat number 11 coming up with Niamh Painty for Queens, Martha Steed for Swansea, Sophie Weston for Bath, Sophie de Groot for Loughborough, a teammate Honey Osrin in 4, and Scarlett Major for Swansea, Charlie Joyce representing Bath, Bay Jones for Birmingham, Melissa Mannering for Strathclyde, and Charlotte Williams for Surrey. East Coast. There we go, 5 o'clock for Tyler. Yeah, do let us know where you're watching in from. We do, as you can see, we have people watching from all over the world. It's that good. The commentary is that good. They tune in from all over the world. Don't forget, on the South Pool, if you're looking for the men's competition, my colleague JP is covering that. And if you're super smart and you've got a couple of screens, hey, have both on at the same time. Get your laptop, get your iPad, Bluetooth to your 50-inch TV. 50-inch is small nowadays, isn't it? Have us both on. If you can honestly say that you've watched every minute of both channels for the entire weekend until we get to afternoon Sunday, then I think we should be sending out medals. Any spare golds that will come in your way. This is nice and close. 3, 4, 5 and 6. That's the group, Uzrin, Major and Joyce. Now, I won't mention all of the names as we go through. There's just too many. But Honey Osrin is another incredible swimmer. Competed in the Paris Olympics this year. Takes the heat with a 1:73. So one of our several Olympians that we'll have this weekend. She'll turn 22 in February. Will Honey. De Groot a 1:01.06 second. Yeah, all the quickest times coming down the middle. And Honey Osrin, multi-talented in the pool actually. She did win the 200 backstroke at the GB Championships this year. That is how she qualified for the Summer Olympics. Qualified 3rd for the backstroke final at the Olympics, finishing 5th in the final itself. I'm sure she will be in LA in a few years' time. That feels like it'll be a great Olympics. LA just sounds right for an Olympics, doesn't it? This is heat number 12. Maddie Turner for Sheffield Hallam. Hannah Willis for Swansea. Sorry, the writing is tiny on this bit of paper I've got. I should look at the screen. 4 Sterling teammates then. Laura Ann Marshman, Holly McGill, Katie Shanahan and Caitlin Ebbidge. Then you've got Edinburgh teammates Isabel Eiley and Amy Shields in 6 and 7. Then Nottingham teammates Madeline Soper and Connie Davies in 8 and 9. Katie Shanahan with a 58.93 entry time. Another one that made her Olympic debut in Paris this year. She won a silver medal in Rome in the 200 backstroke at the European Championships a couple of years ago. And she'll take the heat in a 1:17. She's got a couple of bronzes at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham the same year, 2022. Just missed out on a medal in the World Championships in Fukuoka last year. 4th in the 200 back final. Next up, and finally in this event for the time being, is heat number 13. From lane 0, Tracy Liu for Oxford, Lucy Block for Surrey, Mia Collier for Birmingham, Molly Garrett for Manchester Met, Lauren Cox for Loughborough, Neve Ward for Bath, Florence Tinsley for Stirling, Charlotte O'Leary for Oxford, Yasmin Hammerlane for Harriet Watts, and Mana Patel representing Bath.
Now in the sample, young male 100-meter butterfly heat 12.
Couple more entry times under the 60-second mark, Lauren Cox and Neve Ward. Lauren Cox, Commonwealth Games 2022, double bronze medalist in the 4x1 female and mixed medleys. Silver medalist at the European Juniors, that's in Helsinki 2018. And a couple more bronzes at the Europeans and the World Championships in Rome and Fukuoka, respectively. And it will be Neve Ward that takes the win by 0.4 of a second over Lauren Cox and Florence Tinsley. So that is going to be a stacked final. Still the early heats to come. That is always a caveat. You can get into these finals from any heat. So 2 events, 4 fastest heats down. Next up, the 100-meter butterfly. From lane 0, Jade Peary, Emily Osborne, Jory Horn, Eliza Pinkstone, Isabel Morgan, Olivia Hunter, Ella Williams, Tony Jameson, Tash McDonnell and Faye Rogers. Faye Rogers swimming in the S10 para category, representing Aberdeen. If you are just joining us, please feel free in the chat box to leave any messages of support for family, friends, loved ones, colleagues, teammates, whoever it might be. Let me know what they're racing in, and I'll try and read them out at exactly the right time. No matter how much it'll embarrass them, eh, parents? Eliza Pinkstone for Manchester Met, taking the win, 103.64. Heat number 8, Faith Yuda for Edinburgh, Tallulah Paisley, Brunel, Annabelle Smith for Bath, Alana Burns-Atkin for Ulster, Kiana McInnes for Stirling, Shannon Stott, Sheffield Hallam, Chloe Harris for Edinburgh, Anna Stansfield for Nottingham, and Manchester Met teammates Zara Davies and Rebecca Amor. Go Tallulah. Thanks, Kimchi. Tallulah in lane number 1, representing Brunel. Look at McInnes go. Representing Stirling, which is one of those universities that you'll see over and over again named this weekend, alongside the likes of Loughborough. Now, Kiana McInnes, she is the European under-23 gold medalist in the 100 butterfly, so no surprise she's leading here. So last year in Dublin won the 100 gold and the 200 gold in this event. And shock of shock, she takes the heat, 58.74. Blistering time for McInnes. Made her Commonwealth Games debut at the age of 16, McInnes, now 23 years old. She's been competing at the top level for an incredibly long time. Heat number 9. Alice Weston, Naja Coe, Millie Stochbrook, Ping Yi, Audrey Lau, Laura Stevens, Maisie Elliott, Poppy Baybat, Daisy Dewsbury, Naomi Parker and Charlotte Johnston. Another quality butterfly swimmer in Heat 9, Laura Stevens. She is, from this year in Doha, the world champion in the 200 butterfly. And this is just another example of the quality of swimmers we have here this weekend, or 3-day weekend. It's not an exaggeration to say at BUCS it is some of the world's best swimmers. And the reigning world champion in the 200 fly will take the heat in the 100 fly. 59 on the button for Laura Stevens. Will be formidable later on. And 57 seconds is quicker than her entry time by 0.62, and also matches the 57 seconds on the button entry time for Lucy Grieve here in lane number 4 in Heat 10, a 20-year-old representing Stirling. Some of these finals later, and I'm getting ahead of myself here, but they will be incredible. In the pool from lane 0, Chloe Butler, Kate Baxter, Izzy Lee, Lucy Fox, Lucy Grieve, Kira Schlosschen, Catherine Ealing, Jessa Dixon, Megan Davies and Julia Pavlik. So, fastest 2 entrants. Lucy Grieve has been matched by Laura Stevens. Then you've got Kira Schlosschen, another name you'll recognise. But this is potentially going to lay a marker down here by Lucy Grieve. She's taken part in the AP race in London this year. British Championships, LEN Championships. And she goes 58.59, which is a fair bit slower than her entry. But she would have known, looking at the heat time so far, what was required. And at the moment, you can't win anything in the heats. You just get yourselves in position to win medals later on tonight. And that's what she's done. Now on to the 50-metre breaststroke event. These will be so fast, I'll barely have time to read the names out. This is heat 12 though. We do have from lane 0, Engels, Caulfield, Baker, Russell, Crowley, Powell, Cookson, Devlin, Stoddart and Caldwell. And coming back in 4, could be like, hang on a second, yeah. Thought Alicia Cookman was going to get there for a second. 500s only behind Amy Crowley and Colleen Devlin. I mentioned earlier that you'll know this if you're a swimmer watching. We are talking hundreds of seconds between winning medals and not even getting into finals. Especially later on this weekend when we have the 50-metre freestyles in both men's and the women's events. It's just a blanket of times come in. Very, honestly, quite difficult to commentate on. I'm looking at the scoreboard as much as you are for who's finished where. 8:13 now. Cora Lanham, Isabel McGeorge, Amy McLeod, Hannah Woodcock, Sienna Robinson, Hannah Bowley, Nellie Clark, Jasmine Jukna, Paige van der Westhues and Phoebe McNicholas. That's like Sienna Robinson absolutely flown through 25 metres. And that lead will not be relinquished in the second half. 31:20 for Sienna. And she can go about half a second faster than that as well.
Couldn't quite get their food in third, but it's Rowan Smith, 27.45 with the victory. 27.
On to heat number 14. Emily Elliott, Zoe Causey, Amy Folds, Anna Healy, Katie Goodburn, Lily Booker, Emily Morgan-Hughes, Ellen Bagley, Zoe Holligan and Caitlin Hartley. Ah, look at this. First time we've seen potentially a lane 1 heat winner. Just going to get pipped maybe by Goodburn and Booker. So of course he takes second from lane 2. Lily Booker touches home first, 31.48. And just a few tenths between your top 3. Booker, Causey, Goodburn. A reminder that the men's competition is in the South Pool. That's on a separate stream. Just women's in this pool in this session. So on the BUCS YouTube page, there will be 2 lots of session 1As, the 1A North Pool, the 1A South Pool. Women's in the North Pool, men's in the South. Harvey, Penniket, Sekon, Stoimanova, Evans, Morgan, Farr, Kvelstead, Salah and Keatley in this one. Jill Evans watching Angarad closely. Whereas Angarad, in fact, this year, yeah, it was in April, 100-metre breaststroke British champion. That was in London, LAC. And she will take her first heat win of the weekend as well, 30.02, which I make that the fastest time of the event, and also 400ths quicker than Angarad's entry time too. So they really have been training well, these girls, ahead of this weekend, haven't they? Already so many times beating the entries. Up next, this is the 200 IM. From the bottom, Catherine Boddy, Erin Richards, Millie Fields, Lily Brabin, Kavita Sekon, Hannah Poulter, Janara Nabi, Eleanor Perks, Rowan Saunders and Ellie Ward. Now, unexpectedly here in lane 4, Kavita Sekon for Oxford, fastest on paper, but not having her best time. In contrast, in lane number 8, that's Rowan Saunders, is enjoying herself as we approach the halfway mark. She'll lead by almost a full second over Lily Brabin and Hannah Poulter, 2 of the 3 in the middle that you'd expect to see there. However, in any medley, the breaststroke is where everything can change. If you have a good breaststroke, you can be a phenomenal medley swimmer. It's where so much time is gained in all forms of medley racing. Individual, mix, short course, long course. And that is exactly what Hannah Poulter, representing Birmingham, has done. She'll go from 3rd to 1st on the 3rd leg. And now she'll have a body length only of clear water to bring it home. She entered on a 2:24.73. And just to put that into some perspective, in heat 9, our fastest heat, we actually go sub 2:10. There are really some standout swimmers in the medleys. Hannah Poulter takes the win, 2:23.13. Eleanor Perks second, 2:24.79 ahead of Lily Brabin. And unfortunate to see Kavita Sekon struggle for Oxford. She would have been hoping for so much more. I'm sure we'll see her later on this weekend again on her top form. This is heat number 7 from lane 0. Sophie Moore, Sophie Brassington, Rachel Hornby, Ruby Wheeler, Freya Colbert, Anna Farrow, Morgan Brand, Alana Burns-Atkin, Oriana Wheelers and Katie Rees. Freya Colbert back for more already. Already a heat winner this morning. Going in the medley. And no shock at all. She is the current world champion in the 400-metre medley. So this should be a walk in the park, the 200, shouldn't it? She is the one to beat in this, although she is not the fastest qualifier. She's the 3rd fastest qualifier of the 90 entrants. She will have competition against names like Leah Schlossen and Katie Shanahan coming up in the next couple of heats. I always think it's wonderful that, of course, if this is your first year at university competing, and you've been at county or regional level, most likely, since you were young, come through all the pathways, and now you're in your first year at uni. What is it? It's November, so they've been at uni a few months if you start in September, and all of a sudden you're in a pool alongside world champions, Olympians. That's absolutely crazy. And that is the speciality of swimming with BUCS, right there, that you get that opportunity. And you accelerate on this pathway. And this weekend, we will have Olympic medalists. Again, the biggest names in world swimming. And you, a couple of months into your university career, freshest week out the way, back into training. Oh, right, this is the level, is it? Okay, let's go. Frey Colbert will take our second heats, heat number 7. Not far behind, Anna Farrow, representing Bath, another absolutely top swimmer. 2:14s and 2:16s. Sophie Moore sneaking in the outside lanes with Katie Rees. Look at that. A couple of sub-220s from Moore and Rees. That, do you know what? Potentially, however the next 2 heats go, that could sneak in to the medley final later. On the information box for this stream, you do have a link to the BUCS website where you've got all the information for this event. So that is the schedule, the timings, what events happening on when, the sessions, etc., etc. All the information at your fingertips. This is heat number 8 of the 200 individual medley. Got Lara Turner, Bay Jones, Abigail Miles, Georgia Gussie, Leah Schlossen, Beatrice Varley, Eloise Rathbone-Jones, Matilda Bogle, Matilda Ransom and Erin O'Meara. Leah Schlossen, just 19 years of age, representing Manchester, 2:07.83, second fastest qualifying time. In 2022, the 400 medley Irish national champion. That's at the age of 17, and she has competed across Europe since then. Swedish Grand Prix, British Championships, British Summers, out in Serbia last year for the LEN Juniors. Most definitely a big one to watch. A big thank you this year to our kit provider, New Balance, giving all BUCS athletes a chance to access a range of bespoke and personalised short course swimming 2024 kit. Did you even know that? New Balance, personalisation of your BUCS merchandise. If you're competing or watching, bucs-shop.com to order your 2024 Short Course Championships kit, courtesy of our partnership with the fantastic New Balance. Beatrice Varley on that occasion, just bipping Leah Schlossen by 38 hundredths of a second. Georgia Gussie in third. Now, talking about New Balance, obviously the BUCS kit provider, also looking to team up with universities. So if your university would like to have some New Balance team sports, they would love to be your kit supplier. Let's get in touch with BUCS representatives to find out some more information. And also, BUCS very proud to be promoting the Milk Every Moment campaign. A wonderful post-race drink due to its quality high protein content. You don't need to spend £3–4 on a protein shake. Milk has got your back. This is heat. Goodness, I've got so much paperwork. Heat number 9, there we are. Should be our fastest heat. We will wait and see. Because we have Katie Shanahan back for more, 2:07.27, fastest entry time of the event. Lily Booker next door, 23-year-old for Loughborough. She's at 2:10. And then it's 4 or 5 seconds to the rest of the field. So once again, the explanation of why there are 2 up top. There are, just in some events, real standout competitors. Now, if you are, and I'm sure you will be over the next few days on social media, do get us involved in the conversation. Use the event handle @BUCSSports. If you're supporting anybody, if you're in the venue, whether you're watching from afar, we love to hear from you. So whether that's X, Instagram, anywhere else you're posting, @BUCSSports, let us get involved. Post your photos. We love to see those. Katie Shanahan wins the heat with a 2:13, and she can go, when she wants to, 6 seconds quicker than that, can Katie. Saving her best for when it matters, when there's medals up for grabs later. The actual 2:07 is remarkably quick. The record in the 200 IM, what's that? Let's have a quick look. Oh, it's her record. Katie Shanahan actually last year, I should know this, set the record, the BUCS record, at 2:07.8. And she's come in this year with an entry time of 2:07.27. That bodes nicely for BUCS records, doesn't it? She's also the 100 IM champion as well. Set that last year too. So, Katie Shanahan, she's the one to beat. Without all, we have the mixed 200 medley. Again, 4 fastest heats. Before we go back into the earlier heats of each event. So don't worry, if you're tuning in and going, oh my goodness, this is heat number 6, I've missed everything. You absolutely haven't. Loads to come in this session. Or later this morning, I should say. Session 1B is the earlier heats. I'm getting carried away. I want it all now. Mixed medleys, such good fun, especially tonight when it is in the finals and it's buzzing in here and it's loud and there's overtaking. You don't know who's going to win literally until the final 25 meters of the freestyle. And then of course with the mixed you've got the men's and the women's, and depending on how you set up your team, I've seen 20, 25 meter comebacks on the third and fourth legs. A lot of times. It is brilliant. Chaos to commentate on, but great to watch. Here in heat number 6, our first heat, Marjon, York leads Beckett, Southampton, East Anglia leads Warwick, St Andrews and Loughborough. Now Loughborough have 2 teams this year. Some universities will have 3 teams in this event. In this heat, just Leeds and Loughborough are entering their second team. Everybody else is their number 1 team. Leading the way, Warwick over Southampton, York and Leeds. Now, just get ready for some potential changes here, because already, look at the top there. In lane number 9, that's Loughborough team 2. From, what were they, 3rd, 4th place? They're going to win this. Just get out of the way by a couple of metres. That's how quick, just enough time for their previous teammates to get out the water. Warwick leading, finishing 2nd place, then Leeds. Lover Medley. 3 more to come in this session. Loughborough 2 take heat number 6. Sadly a DQ in lane number 7. That was Leeds 2, finishing in 3rd place, but they will be DQ'd. A technical infraction of some sort. But we can move on to heat number 7 with Nottingham's team 3, Surrey 1, Aberdeen 2, Manchester Met, Cardiff Met, Edinburgh, Birmingham all team 1, Nottingham, Manchester Met and Surrey's team 2. So Nottingham have their 2nd and 3rd team in heat number 7. Quickest out the blocks in lane 6. That is Birmingham 1. Just over a second lead over Aberdeen, Cardiff, Edinburgh. But just watch these switch back and forth throughout. Already through, well, what was that, 20 metres in lane 5. That's Edinburgh move in to the top spot. Now they lead by over a second over Cardiff Met, Birmingham, former leaders, into 3rd, Manchester 1 Met and Manchester Met 2. And they've got a very strong butterfly as well. Edinburgh, strong team, holding off in 6. That is Birmingham. Then Manchester Met, look at that. There is 0.06 of a second between your top 3. And this is girl power all the way home. Top 4 teams, 6 teams. With the girls in the water, who's going to get there? Oh, this will be on the touch. Oh, blimey, 0.02 of a second between Birmingham and Edinburgh. Stark contrast to heat number 6, our first heat. There's no 2 medley races of the same. There's going to be 9 heats in this event and the final. Not a single one of them will be identical. Brilliant racing between Birmingham and Edinburgh. 2 more heats to come. Then we'll have a break. Session 1B, which is the remaining heats in all the events we've seen, starts at 12:10, okay? 12:10, race number 1 for that later on, just sneaking into the afternoon. This is heat number 8. St Andrews, Queens, Birmingham 3, Stirling 2, Loughborough, Bath, Sheffield, Hallam, Oxford, Stirling 3, and Cardiff Met 2. Absolutely firing out the blocks, Loughborough team 1. In 5, Bath, and then second from the top in 8, that is Stirling. 3 of the top swimming unis that you'll see this weekend. Sheffield, Hallam in 6. We'll make it a trio at the top. Like I said earlier, on the IM, or Team Medley on this occasion, breaststroke, massive advantage if you've got a strong breaststroker. Bath, Sheffield, Hallam, Loughborough, we're in the lead, down to 4th now. But again, it doesn't mean too much. It's a massive cliche, but these aren't over until the last 10, 15 metres or closer. Loughborough from 1st to 4th to 1st, and now on the freestyle ahead of Stirling and Bath. Loughborough will bring this one home ahead of Stirling in lane 3, 1:44.74. Again, they're all qualifying for finals. Bath and Sheffield, Hallam. Will those times be good enough? We've got 1 more heat to come in our fastest heats, then the opening, another 5 heats later in session 1B. Final heat to come. And it could be rapid. A 1:40 entry time for Aberdeen. And that 1:47 looked pretty quick just a minute ago. So you do have Strathclyde, Northumbria, Birmingham, Swansea, Aberdeen, Stirling, Nottingham, Manchester, Sheffield, Hallam, and Aberdeen team 3. Hot out the blocks in lane 8 for Sheffield, Hallam 2, the home university for these BUCS championships. Good turn in 5 for Stirling. Also in lane number 1, Northumbria started nicely. And they are your top 3 ahead of Birmingham and Strathclyde. Fastest 8 teams, all under 30 seconds on the opening leg. Northumbria continue their fine form in lane 1. They're a 150 entrant behind the 140 of Aberdeen, who have a little bit of work to do here in lane 4. They're going to get into halfway, only in 5th position. But we know this can change already from 5th up to 3rd. And do you know what? They could even potentially get into second as we approach the freestyle. They will do. Northumbria drop down the table a little bit. Swansea on top now, Strathclyde, Aberdeen, Stirling. And this is not all about winning the heat. That's not too important. It's about getting a time quick enough for a final. And I'm not going to make any predictions of what that time needs to be, other than Stirling are absolutely flying. Astonishing time for Stirling, 1:45.19. Birmingham 2, 1:48. And Aberdeen did come through in the end, 1:48.84. We will have to wait and see. And that does, for this session, folks, conclude session 1A in our North Pool. We are back on stream. Racing starts at 12:10. It will be all the same heats again, all the same events again, and it will be the earlier heats for all of those. We've seen in this session the 4 fastest heats in each event. Coming up from 12:10, every remaining heat in all of those events. Enjoy your break. You've got about an hour and a half, but don't go too far, because more from Ponds Forge International Sports Centre and the BUCS Short Course Championship with New Balance and Milk Every Moment coming up very shortly this afternoon. Enjoy.
Glasses of milk for everyone all around afterwards, I think, and you should be milking every moment, and that's what we're going to introduce. Milk Every Moment, a new campaign to help students understand the benefit of milk on their sporting performance. An affordable, natural, versatile and widely available choice after exercise. Milk provides a whole host of nutrients, vitamins and minerals to help fuel your workouts. A great option if you are on a budget.
What's your favourite recipe to make using milk?
Mac and cheese. I was going to go with strawberry milk. Yeah. Pancakes.
Yeah. Nice.
With that in mind, let's talk about milk, and BUCS being proud to promote the Milk Every Moment campaign.
Milk provides high quality protein which helps support muscle growth and repair, and B vitamins to assist with energy release. A glass of milk is great for refueling and repairing those tired muscles after a physical match.